Hard Facts 92.3 Nigeria Info. Sam Oracle Chinedu here. I'm starting at the beginning because that's the right place to start. And it is a reminder once again that I Beg to Differ continues. And I'm going to keep informing you about this tournament for as long as I need to. And it's not because it's a competition, and I'm not talking about the tournament, I'm talking about the agenda, right? But in some way it is. The promotion that things on the other side, things that are not productive, things that are not mentally and intellectually stimulating, the promotion they get is unrivaled. So when there are programs like this designed to elevate the mind, then we should put in as much effort in publicizing it. The Nigeria Info FM's debate tournament for teens I Beg to Differ Season 4 continues in Port Harcourt today. It started on Monday with two debates. In the first debate, Clifford Mary Jane and Vera Anyi debated the topic, is it acceptable to prioritize ethnic interests over national concerns? Clifford Mary Jane won the debate and advanced to the next round.
It is not just about promoting diversity and inclusion. Rather, it is about creating a society that values the contributions of each and every of its members. Let us strive to create a society that is just, equitable, and promote inclusion for all its members.
Ethnic interest over national interest led to the civil war in Nigeria. The Nigeria Civil War is a good example of what happens when ethnic or regional interest is placed over and above national interests. We must foster dialogue and reconciliation so as to address historical grievances and promote mutual understanding. It requires careful consideration, nuanced policy making, and social cohesion.
All right. Now, the second debate featured Bamidele Deborah and Orike Bestman, who debated on the topic, should access to the internet be considered a human right? Orike Bestman was declared winner, qualifying for the next round.
Internet access has far-reaching advantages than disadvantages. Internet access provides us with access to job opportunities, online entrepreneurship, and e-commerce platforms. Give a man internet access and he will build sustainable fishery industries. Internet access is necessary for today's digital age.
While the internet is undeniably a powerful and transformative tool in the modern world, we should remember that it is not a necessity in the way that food, water, and shelter are. By focusing on more pressing human rights, we can better allocate resources and attention to ensure the well-being of every individual, especially in less developed regions.
Now, the I Beg to Differ debate tournament encourages young debaters to critically engage with important societal issues and improve educational development. Over the years, now this is the bragging part, the competition has received hundreds of applications from secondary schools in Rivers State, with 16 finalists selected for this season. The debate airs from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on weekdays, Monday to Friday, with a 1 million naira prize to be won. The winners will also compete at the national finals later this year against participants from other Nigeria info stations across the country. So it is self-explanatory. But if you need a reason to listen, I'll give you 5. Why you need to tune in and be a part of I Beg to Differ. I'll do that after the break. am Oracle Chinedu. So the reasons why you should be a part of it. The first is it is intellectually stimulating. The debate features sharp-witted teens engaging in thought-provoking discussions on societal issues. Why will you not want to be a part of that? It is an inspiration for you to aspire, to be motivated, to be ambitious. Exciting, and there are high stakes. ₦1 million. That's something. From the media perspective, it is interactive, engaging content. That's what we do right here on Nigeria Info. Now, if you did not find your own reason for being a part of the debate, for tuning in, supporting, cheering on, then it should be you. See the website today for N. Well, moving from that to another reason why Nigeria Info is in the news. The rate of houses tripped seeing into the Republic from the business on behalf of Health Commissioner Adeze Ore said consuming detergent tainted food can cause organ damage, poisoning, among others.
Detergents contain harsh chemicals that can cause poisoning, thereby leading to nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. Prolonged ingestion of detergents can damage vital organs such as the liver, kidneys, and lungs. The chemicals in detergent can cause severe irritation, ulcers, and internal bleeding in the digestive system. Many detergents contain endocrine disrupting chemicals that may lead to reproductive issues and increased risk of chronic diseases such as cancer.
Okay. So there's a joke that came to mind, but even beyond the joke, I want to be sure that I'm getting the name right. Because we're talking about Fufu and the last name of the person who just spoke. I don't know if it's a coincidence. But let's keep going. Dr. Akpu spoke on the legal implications of using non-food substances in food production.
The use of non-food grade substance in food production violates national and international food safety regulations. Offenders risk legal action, including fines, business shutdown, and imprisonment.
Recall that NAFDAC, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, clarified that their role covers only packaged goods and not unpackaged foods. Meanwhile, a medical doctor, Stephen Okoro, says he believes that the high rate of kidney disease these days could be tied to the use of detergents to ferment fufu. Dr. Okoro said this on Wazobia FM.
So these people don't carry style, they make people they commit suicide small, where they put detergents where contain bleach inside the food where we dey chop. And then the research has actually shown that a lot of the chemicals wey dey inside the detergents and they damage kidney. That could be the reason why we are having a lot of kidney problems nowadays. Kidney failure. People go with this one when they hear about kidney and all that, but now you go see say it dey on the increase. This could be a possible cause for it.
Dr. Koro recommends non-harmful materials like baking soda and scent to hasten the fermentation process.
There are several ways. Apart from using the ordinary water where God gave us to do the proper thing, there are several ways to even hasten or improve the process. Some people use baking soda, even scent leaf. Using scent leaf for fermentation is equally a good medicine. So it equally does a very good job of fermenting cassava. Agric experts go fit tell us that one, but it's safer than using detergent. Detergent is very dangerous for us to be ingesting it.
Dr. Okoro, I mean, I'm not a professional. This is your forte. But I don't want us to hear tomorrow that even baking soda will make your ear swell up. All right? I understand that there might be natural catalysts, and it obviously has to be safer than detergent. But this is also why research facilities in Nigerian institutions are important. We have tertiary institutions scattered across different parts of this country. I remember when it was clear to us that we did not do a lot of research at our universities. I mean, we've always known. But when it was clear, a strong reminder was COVID. Research institutes across the world were formulating or generating hand sanitizers, coming up with some remedies for COVID. We were waiting here in Nigeria for vaccine. I don't know, maybe one or two schools did a thing or two, but that would have been the time for our students to have done something. Why don't we have in our tertiary institutions experiments, research on fufu processing? Yes. At this time, there should be a report from some department of whatever in some school. Detergents, of course, is unsafe, but these are the ways that we can do it. It is sad. It truly is. But the River State Ministry of Health has responded to that report by Nigerian Info. It went viral on social media. The video shared on different platforms. So I have to say kudos to the team. As you can tell, residents of Port Harcourt had a few things to say. They blamed the situation on ignorance and lack of education. They called on the government to create more awareness and highlight its health dangers.
Police go to test their business. What should they do? Because if you can't arrest, now arrest the person, the right person will do better one. And the only thing we say when the person they do, you collecting products, go lab, they check up whether in good. Because no how they must discover bad thing inside. If you no good, now to close down business.
The authority should just organize an awareness, create an awareness to people that are doing this to disease from it, because it's not advisable. And the people themselves should have conscience. So the government should just make a campaign, on television or social media, that people should disease using chemicals to ferment fufu. So the government have a really great role to play in this aspect. If we know people that are doing this thing, we should tell them the health implication of it. We should tell them that they should not do this thing because it is exposing us to health challenges.
And on the flip side, others say the Nigeria Info FM report on the use of detergent to ferment fufu has made them more conscious of the food they eat.
Now that some people are using chemicals to ferment fufu or detergent, whatever, it will reduce the essence of me eating fufu. If at all I used to eat fufu outside, I will just reduce it, because some people are now going extra mile in fermenting fufu.
Everything damage. If they refuse to come out from their shell, let them go to the market and stop lolling. Instead of them to finish the whole public. Everybody pay don't do it. Even small picking. No, it's not good. It's not advisable.
So I just believe people that are doing those things should just desist from using chemicals to ferment fufu, because they are doing the worst to their health. They are endangering the health of people. It is not advisable at all.
If you know that you are a lolo eater, order it from your village and let them send it to you that you are sure this is my mom's kitchen fufu. You are sure of it and eat, because these market people, they are not ready.
I'm not laughing at what you said. It's Lolo Eater. That's a funny title. Okay. So 2 headlines down, a few more to go. Do you listen to I Beg to Differ? Are you enjoying the competition so far? And what do you make of the reaction of the Ministry of Health to the Fufu report? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06-416. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can watch, listen, and drop your comments on those platforms. Please turn off your radio as you call us. I know that I saw something about Fufu business being affected by that report. I hope I can get that.
What can they tell me? I don't know why. No natural thing where they again. A banana, no be natural again. One of my friends, they don't tell me this thing. Say, go hospital. The doctor say gas down for belly. Say, well, that when they eat, making changer. Come notice in a lulu. We are say, I can't take and come on. But as I hear them for what will be as if it, I know be buy. I tell my brother, making no buy and again. So I know they buy fufu where they sell for market. I they do on my own. I do on myself, because you know where they say, it even they smell. That fermentation is very important. Some people go tell me, say, I go do everything. Waiting at the eat, I not take and display.
See, I want our mothers, they bring this fufu for us, and make them do it too well.
That last man is a fufu eater. Clinton calls from Bori. Hello, Clinton.
Yes, my brother Sam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It is really worrying, this report that we are getting from Nigeria Info about some individuals using detergent to process fufu. This is something that is going to our system. Just recently, we've been complaining about state drugs. Now we're not looking at processed food. And these people that want to make money faster will not even look at the effects of what they are doing. Because this detergent of a thing contains some heavy chemicals. And once these substances get into our system, they have the potential of damaging our organs like the liver and the kidney. And the leaf, you know that this is expensive. Please, I would advise those that eat this food to stop buying it from the market there. Go to the villages, because in the villages there, they process it very well. Buy it from there so I can consume it. Because if you buy it from these people that are doing these things, you don't even know. And another thing is that how can NAFDAC effectively monitor those that process this food? Because you cannot go to where they are doing it. Assuming that we didn't get information, now people don't know that they are using it to process the food. It's dangerous, please. People should desist from it. Thank you very
Clinton,
much.
Thank you very much. But everyone cannot go to the village. There are people who really cannot go. Right?
That's why it's very difficult to monitor this, to manage this problem now. It's very difficult.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, the crazy thing is, packaged food has instructions on the pack, has an expiration date, it has some other things. For Fufu, there are no instructions. It's just eat and leave. Dede calls from Iwofe. Hello, Dede. Good afternoon. Dede, are you there? Good afternoon.
I greet you. Happy last Tuesday of the month.
That's a celebration. Happy last Tuesday to you too.
Yeah. For me, I beg to differ program that Nigeria has been undertaking for this period of time is very, very educative, more especially for our younger generation, because it has a lot to do with reading and defending the opinion, appealing to your listener. And I think as one of the listeners of Nigeria Info, I am well pleased and I'm gathering a lot. I'm just praying. We'll always use the word praying. But our leader, one day, that all these words will touch them. Because there's a lot of high level of sentiment in leadership. Regional sentiment, religious sentiment, tribal sentiment, all kind of sentiment. And it's really, really affecting the growth and the success of this country. That is why we are where we are today. So I really pray that Nigeria will continue doing it. Much things that we are giving to our society, the world at large. Then coming to the Fufu matter, my brother, we are victims of this. I don't know, not just what the River State Government Minister of Health is talking about, or rather they should put measures, because many of us who are from here and around Southeast and South, we really love Fufu. They care Fufu, we don't play with the Fufu. And I can just imagine how many are swallowed for this number of years that these people are using detergent to soak. But I don't know how they will have to help the market to monitor it, because that has been the problem. Government going into the market, is it the villages? Because this comes from villages, right inside where there is no light, no nothing, no water, no road. So how do you assess them? Is them alone that knows how to go about it? So will there be a town hall meeting that these people will be gathered together from their councillors to the local government chairman and educate them the danger and the life that gradually that is going down because of these detergents that are using? So I think government should devise a need that will really help the man, so that there will be no joy that they are dying gradually. We really need to eat Fufu more.
All right.
So
Thank you, Dede.
whatever that they would do to go back, let them go back. So that
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Muriel calls from Okrika. Hello, Muriel.
Hi, Sam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I want to commend Nigeria Info for all they do. They've really taught us. When I listen to these things, sometimes I wonder if I just want to ask myself, how old could they be to be speaking like this and with so much intelligence? Nigeria Info has really taught us a lot, and that's why they keep carrying awards. And they've taught me so much, and even emotional intelligence. And with this, Sam, please, on Friday, I called, my phone was online, and it was more than 5 minutes. My airtime finished.
Oh, my.
So when my airtime finished, because I was listening, I was using my phone to listen, and I'm using to call at the same time. I was out of the house. And you brought up a new topic while my phone was still waiting.
Really?
A new topic of advance. You know, how we got a teaching degree. In it up, analyze it to the end. I thought to myself, I said, if I was waiting, if my airtime hadn't finished, that means I would have waited for up to 11 minutes before you take the call. Please help, Sam. Let the calls not stay too long. Airtimes are not easy to come by. And what pains me most, Sam, please, I must say this.
Yes.
You did not even bother. You know, you just said we have Miro on the line, and as the call dropped, you just moved on. You did not say, oh, sorry. Oh, nothing. Please.
Okay, Muriel, I apologize. Again,
before you analyze the new topic.
Okay. Hold on. Let me address this before you move into your contribution. I think it's an oversight because I don't remember this happening, but since you do, I'm very sorry. I'm hoping that it doesn't happen again.
Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
All right.
And I really, the NAFDAC and what they do, I say God bless them. But I want to join with the head of NAFDAC calling for the death sentence on those people, because these people are murderers, honestly. They've killed a lot of people. Thank you, Sam.
All right. Thank you very much. And from Muriel, we go to Alozie, who is calling from Omuma. Oh, I seem to have lost that call. I'll get to Alozie shortly. Oracle, good afternoon. I'm Irabuchi Splendid, commenting from London. Please, how many children are participating in the first round? I want to support them. Okay, I'll respond to you. Good afternoon, Sam. For me, those 27 lawmakers that defected are not worth it. We have not started having that conversation yet. It's not one of our big stories. How do we identify the fufu not fermented with detergent from the original one? David Dumale Monday is asking. David, I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe there are people who do. You know, it's possible there's someone who, maybe there's a way the color looks, maybe it smells differently, maybe it feels differently. You know, might be a texture, but you know, by physical observation, I'm not able to. And I'm certain that there are lots of people who cannot as well. Okay, finally, I can take calls again. Alozie, are you there? Okay. Kurt calls from Uniport. Hello, Kurt.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
My brother, my concern is of what those women are saying, that in olden days, it was not so. But due to cassava are not fermenting again, using of starches to ferment it becomes necessary. Just like as you said, a Ministry of Agriculture have very finance according to their research to give these people, to teach them another means of fermenting their cassava, because it has been a trend now, have made trend now, and it has gone further. Many who don't know it now have known it, and this thing is done in different backyards, in different kitchens, in small corner. I don't see how we can checkmate all of them. The solution right now is let this Ministry of Agriculture do a research and how can these people ferment this thing easily for them to stay in the business, because Nigeria they have learned. No amount of ban that will stop it right now. The only way that can help us is another means of doing it better, because nobody wants to waste his cassava product because it did not ferment. They must find another means to ferment it. I'm of opinion they should teach them better way to do it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Emeka calls from Owerri. Good afternoon, Emeka. Hello? Emeka? Okay, I've lost that call. So to David, who's asking, how can we identify the properly fermented fufu and the, I guess I'll call it fake one? I don't know if we ask the experts, but we'll have to. But can anybody even do that? Maybe, I don't know. right? I want to ask experts, but it feels like it's not going to be an easy thing to know. So we would have to ask, right? Maybe even the people who make the fufu, with their years of experience, they might just know. I'm not quite sure. So hopefully you and I will try to get answers to this question. Okay. Let's see. Good afternoon, Sam. I sent this message with great displeasure over the interview of some of the people who prepared the locally fermented cassava, in nature expressing their ignorance by mixing detergent and other things to ferment cassava, not knowing the health hazards it has caused in the body of the unsuspecting consumers. There should be a clampdown on these people to serve as a deterrent to others who want to perpetrate such evil, because public health is at risk. Clinton Mr. Fresh says. And Genesis says, I'm a fufu addict too. Please, what should I do? I almost died yesterday because after I heard the news, I could not buy it again. What kind of nonsense is this? Who in their right minds thinks it's okay to use detergent, a whole chemical-filled soap to soak fufu? Fufu is food, something we eat, something that goes into our bodies. And here you are scrubbing it with detergent like it's a pile of dirty laundry. Do you even think about the damage you're causing? Do you realize the health risk, the toxins, the sheer irresponsibility of it? This is quite a speech. This is why people are falling sick anyhow because of reckless behavior like this. And he goes on to, I'm summarizing now, I need to learn how to make this fufu myself. Imagine a handsome boy like me processing fufu. You didn't give me your name because I would love to address you by name. What does that have to do with anything? You think fufu is for unhandsome people? We both from Bori. Hello?
Yeah. So I want to say that we only know about the detergent for fufu, but they also use carbide for plantain, the ripe overnight, pineapple, orange, and all this mango. They just pour the water and tear it, hold on top of those things and cover it before they break it very well. Then that thing they also use. The people consume, they don't know.
Yeah.
It's detergent now we know about it.
It is sad. Thank you, Weibo. I think for food processing, there are lots of controversies. And the thing is, these are the ones that we have discovered, right? I know that if you do investigation into other kinds of foods, you will find things that will marvel you. So, I guess I'd say eat responsibly. Because you have no idea. Everyone has a delicacy. They have something they like. Oh, it's, what's agbalomo in English? Udara. What's the English name? Oh, it's this one I like. Oh, I love avocado. I love this. I love that. And then one day they tell you, do you know how they do this? I guess we'll have to act like Nigerians and say, may God help us. Korea from Igruta.
Yeah, good evening, my brother.
Good afternoon or evening.
Yeah. My observation of this is what we are talking about. I am from River State, and I was a farmer before. I follow my mother to farm.
Okay.
And we prepare fufu. I know very well about that. When we bring the fufu, we keep it in a pot, or we kept it in a bucket. Some days, I mean 7 days, get what you want. But what am I saying? I am talking about the education we are talking about. Now we have Commissioner for Agriculture. And these things are going on for a period of time. You are hearing. He has not come out to say, oh, this is what we are talking about. And this is happening in the local government where these things are happening. Where are the people who at the end of the day, they say they are professors for science, they are science for agriculture. These are the areas we expected these people to come and enlighten the people that this agriculture or these chemical people are using, they are dangerous for people. I am talking because I know very well about it. Tomorrow we are going to get problem. Now people are campaigning. Today as I'm talking to you, you know the place where they are doing this fufu. I want to ask the woman, they say, everybody wants to become Yahoo to get money now. That is her own, I know. She kept it in a bucket. I saw it. It's fermented for about 4 days to 5 days before it will start to live. So what am I saying? It is human for Commission of Agriculture to go step in. Now, what are the agricultural people? What are the local government doing? They should have ways to see how we can get this thing rectified. I comment on NAFDAC woman that is really the right thing. Our people are killing us, and they think they don't let go around, they're killing us.
Okay.
So that's my complaint.
Thank you very much, Corey. Thanks for your submission. Now, I understand, of course, like you said, you processed cassava at home, but it seemed like you guys just, made it for family consumption. Those who do it at a commercial level, and it really is a question of demand and supply, right? They need to consistently meet the demands of an ever-growing market. Somebody sent a message on WhatsApp and said he's a fufu addict, which means, breaking down his message, he buys fufu every day. Now, 5 to 7 days is a long time in the life of a business person. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying that it is that desperation to meet the needs of the market that pushes people to, what can we do to hasten this process? What is a catalyst? Now, don't get me wrong. That is a right question to ask, because it's when problems like these arise, in seeking solutions, innovation happens. But while lots of ideas will be on the table, it is important to remove the ones that are clearly harmful. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to be a graduate of a university to know that it doesn't make sense that detergent, even the clothes that detergents were, manufactured for, they kill clothes. So it doesn't matter how well you say that, you wash it, it's been soaked for days. It's harmful. So like many people have said, and I said earlier, this is where our research institutes need to rise up to the challenge. We should be able to get a formula from our Nigerian universities about our own food processing. Because they don't process fufu in the UK. They don't process it in other countries. Maybe some Caribbean, possibly. But this is the kind of thing that should come out of our own institutions. It's not too much to ask. And it's not beneath you. Do the research. We need it. After the break, I'll take the final headline and clear the messages on WhatsApp. Please stay with us.